Greetings, my fellow tacticians! The Alola Cup draws closer, and for some of you, this will be your first taste of competitive Pokemon. To give you yet more ideas for your own team, I bring you a new team lineup, this time proposed to me by a friend. He asked me to make up something using status conditions, so I bring you the Status Squad. The Status Squad uses moves like Barrens, Poisons, Paralysis, and Sleep to not only hamper and deal damage to the opponent, but set up some of your big damage dealers for your team. Half of this team will consist of Pokemon to set up status conditions, while the other half deals the damage. So for the first half, I bring you a reoccurring Pokemon, Jolteon. Jolteon's stats make it a very fast Pokemon and ideal for setting up Paralysis and Thunder Wave, preventing the opponent from moving for a turn. After setting up, depending on the condition of both Pokemon, it can use Volt Switch or even switch out so your next member can move in to deal damage. Our next Pokemon comes from the unique abilities team, Toxapex. Toxapex's defensive stats and moves make it perfect for enduring damage while setting up Toxic Spikes or even using its signature move, Baneful Bunker, on physical attacking Pokemon to not only protect itself, but poison any Pokemon foolish enough to attack it with moves that make physical contact. Not only that, but with access to Scald, it can also deal damage while having the chance to cause a burn, which reduces physical damage done by 30%. The third member is the moon mascot Lunala, and what Lunala's main goal is, besides being a heavy damage dealer, is to put Pokemon to sleep with hypnosis for this team. Once they are asleep, it can use Dream Eater to restore its health while dealing damage, or even continue dealing damage with Moongaze Beam. After you've set up status conditions, you'll want to use Pokemon with high speed and moves that take advantage of the status condition to deal high damage. Pokemon like Salazzle. With access to Dragon Pulse and Venoshock, she can deal damage to most any Pokemon. For those who don't know, Venoshock's attack power doubles upon hitting a Pokemon that's poisoned, and in a pinch, she can use moves like Flamethrower to deal damage and possibly burn the opponent. Up next come the surprise Pokemon that may catch your opponent off guard, Alolan Ninetales. Alolan Ninetales on paper doesn't seem like a threat, but not only can she use Ice and Fairy type moves, giving her the chance to freeze opponents solid, she also gains access to moves like Hex as a Vulpix. Hex, like Venoshock, deals double damage if the opponent is suffering a status condition like Paralysis, Burn, Sleep, Poison, or Frozen. Finally, rounding out the damage dealers is the ghost Pokemon Mismagius. With access to a trio of status-inducing moves like Will-O-Wisp, Thunder Wave, and Toxic, Mismagius can cause any status condition you may need for your team. And she also gains access to Hex as well, not only giving it a move that can take advantage of those status conditions, but also gets an attack boost for being the same type as the move. So there you go, the Status Squad. What this team comp lacks in overall firepower, it makes up for by setting up and dealing the increased damage that these various status conditions cause over time. This team also messes with your opponent's strategies, as it takes advantage of those that want to set up moves like Swords Dance or prepare for sweeps. Be aware though of overall aggressive tactics or Pokemon that don't rely on needing to set up their moves to deal damage, as this team takes time to prepare. However, with the combination of Pokemon you have, you should be able to have an answer to most of what teams may bring against you. Your number one weaknesses, though, will be Pokemon that either turn your own moves against you, like Espeon's Magic Bounce ability, or the move Taunt. So, be aware of these threats and eliminate them as soon as possible so that you can carry out your tactics. Now, keep coming back for more, and remember, keep on thinking tactically, everyone. The Alola Cup is only a few days away, and with that, I sign out. Until next time, Alola!